If Ravi Shastri was doing commentary on the legal battle in the Karnataka High Court over the conduct of the Karnataka Common Entrance Test or KCET, he would have told you that this match between the Karnataka government and the students will go down to the wire. That's because in response to the 3 public interest litigations filed by both the NSUI and the students challenging the Karnataka Examinations Authority's decision to conduct the KCET amidst the rising numbers of COVID-19 in Karnataka, the court today adjourned the matter to 29th of July, that's tomorrow, with the state asked to place its decision before the court by 2:30 p.m. You may want to know when is the examination. The examination is on 30th and 31st of July. So it's going to be right at the last minute. So what happened in the High Court today and what is the position of the Karnataka Examinations Authority? You will know all of that here, right here on Filter Kaapi, the channel that does Seedhi Baat, no bakwas, no predictions, only facts. Okay. Chief Justice Abhay Oka and Justice H.P. Sandesh were hearing these 3 petitions today. Now, the 3 petitions are not exactly similar. While one of them prayed for the postponement of the examination till the COVID-19 situation got better in Karnataka and also the rest of the country, and also asked for the government to provide insurance for all those students and their families who write the examination along with medical facilities for them. Another PIL asked for the CET 2020 to be completely cancelled and the marks obtained in class 12 examinations to be considered for admission to professional courses. I'm not too sure how many of you students will actually agree with this part of the petition. The petition, which was filed by the NSUI, asked for the stakeholders, that is students and parents, to be consulted before drawing up a schedule. Now, the court agreed that there has been a spike in the number of COVID-19 cases in Karnataka in the last few days. If you see the data, there has been a daily 5,000 fresh cases reported in the state. And the court also agreed that there could be an issue relating to candidates stepping out of containment zones and lack of public transport in order to reach the examination centers. And therefore, it asked the government to consider the fact that some students may end up missing taking the examinations, beg your pardon, due to these reasons if they are conducted on 30th and 31st of July. Okay, so the government is expected to announce its decision before the 2-judge bench on Wednesday afternoon. Incidentally, the Karnataka High Court had allowed the conduct of the Class 10 State Board examinations in Karnataka from the 25th of June. And subsequently, when the petitioner had gone to the Supreme Court had upheld the decision of the Karnataka High Court. I thought students should be aware of this legal precedent. Okay, now since this case was coming up in court today, I spoke yesterday evening at 7:30 p.m. with Dr. E.V. Ramana Reddy. Now he is the Additional Chief Secretary Government of Karnataka and the IAS officer who heads the Higher Education Department and therefore directly involved with the entire decision-making process as far as the CET is concerned. Now he told me yesterday that we are proceeding with the CET unless the judiciary orders us otherwise, quote unquote. I pointed out the safety concerns of the students since many of them have been writing to me, to which Dr. Reddy said precautions and SOPs, the standard operating procedures, will be put in place and that we are capable of conducting the examination safely. I'm quoting what Dr. Reddy told me. He pointed out that these SOPs are not devised by the Education Department but by the Health Department and that they will be followed to the last letter. Now, what are these SOPs? Now, I had mentioned some of them in my video yesterday. Apart from that, what Dr. Reddy told me is that each district in Karnataka is to have a dedicated center where COVID-19 asymptomatic candidates can come and write the examination. Bengaluru is to have 2 such centers. Every other district 1 such center and Bengaluru to have 2 such centers. One in Bengaluru South in GKVK and one in Bengaluru North in Jnana Bharati. Okay. Till Sunday, 17 corona positive candidates had registered themselves with the Karnataka Examinations Authority. Now, these specific exam centers will be invigilated, as I said yesterday in the video, by doctors and nurses instead of the regular invigilators from the education department. Now, Dr. Ramana Reddy also pointed out that the precedent is really the SSLC exam, the class 10 board examinations, that they were conducted for over 8 lakh students in June, July, 25th of June till the 3rd of July. So at 1.94 lakh students, candidates appearing for the KCET, the Karnataka Examinations Authority reckons that that is less than 1/4 of that number which appeared for class 10 and therefore should not be a big concern. So now a lot depends on what the court says in response to what the government says in court at 2:30 p.m. tomorrow. I also asked Dr. Ramana Reddy what about ensuring social distancing, that it is maintained both inside and outside the examination centers, because that was an issue in Kerala, especially in Thiruvananthapuram. We had done a video on that. So he said instructions have been given to everyone, and I believe from my sources in the Karnataka government that the police have been specifically told that these social distancing norms will have to be followed in order to avoid a repeat of what happened in Thiruvananthapuram. Another point to note, he said, was that while there can be no exam center inside a containment zone, if you are a student residing in a containment zone, you will be permitted, and I reckon that will be with the supporting documents, that is your hall ticket, your admit card. You will be permitted to step out to write the CET examination. I think the government will emphasize this point in court tomorrow. So that is the latest factual position on the Karnataka CET. Filter Kaapi will update you on what happens in the Karnataka High Court tomorrow, and more importantly, what will be the implications for all the students who are set to take the examinations, who have registered to take the examinations. Thank you very much for watching.